Nobody saw him give the money back. Nobody saw him give up his seat on the train. Nobody saw. And because nobody saw, he started to believe it didn't matter. I've watched people for a very long time. Most of them I understand quickly, but this man confused me for years. He was the kind of person you walk past 100 times and never once notice. A grey coat, a little too big for him. An umbrella with 2 broken ribs. A name tag on his chest that nobody ever stopped to read. He wasn't sad exactly, he was just unseen. And he had made a quiet peace with it. Let me show you 3 ordinary days. One morning, the cashier at the corner shop handed him too much change. $30 too much. He felt it right away, the extra weight in his palm. He counted it once. He counted it twice. And then he slid it back across the counter. She didn't even look up. She didn't say thank you. He just nodded and walked out into the rain. Another day at work, he had an idea. A really good one. The kind that only comes once or twice in a whole career. He shared it in a meeting, and his boss listened, smiled, and the next week presented it to the whole company as his own. Everyone clapped. And the man in the grey coat, he clapped too, quietly, from the back of the room. He knew the truth, and he decided the truth was enough. And then, on a crowded bus, a boy, maybe 10 years old, pointed at his broken umbrella and laughed out loud. A few people smiled along. Now, that man could have said something sharp. Adults always know exactly how to wound a child with a single sentence. But he didn't. He just looked at the boy and smiled and said, "It still keeps half of me dry." And here is what I could not understand. The world never paid him back, not once. It just kept taking. The promotion he earned went to the boss who stole his idea. The seat he gave away was never returned. The change he handed back was never thanked. Year after year after year, a good, quiet, honest man. And nothing came back to him, nothing at all. One night, I followed him home. 5 floors and no elevator. He climbed them slowly, a bag of groceries in one hand, and halfway up, in the dark, on a cold cement stair, he stopped. He sat down, and he said something out loud to nobody at all. The same question you have asked yourself at least once in your life. He said, "What is the point of being good if nobody ever sees it?" And I wanted to answer him, I really did. But I couldn't. Because back then, I did not know the answer either. But here is what neither of us could see that night. That cashier, the one who never said thank you, she was one small mistake away from losing her job. If her drawer had come up $30 short that week, she would have been fired. And her 2 children would have gone to bed hungry, more nights than they already did. His $30 saved her, and he never, ever knew. And that idea, the one his boss stole and took the credit for, it worked. It saved the entire company. 40 families kept their jobs that winter because of it. 40. They will never know his name. And he will die never knowing that he saved them. And the boy on the bus? The one who laughed at his umbrella? That boy went home every day to a father who cut him down with words. Every single day. But that one afternoon, a stranger showed him something he had never seen before in his whole small life. That a person can be laughed at and mocked and still answer with kindness. The boy never forgot it. He carried it. You see, a good deed does not die when nobody claps for it. It doesn't vanish because nobody said thank you. It just travels, further than your eyes can follow. Like a boomerang thrown out into the dark, you watch it leave your hand. You lose sight of it in the night. You think it's gone forever, but it is not gone. It is only turning around. 20 years passed, and the man in the grey coat, old now, his hair gone white, sat alone in a hospital hallway. The kind of alone that has no bottom to it. And then the surgeon came in, young, steady hands. He picked up the chart at the foot of the bed and read the name. And then he read it again. And he stopped. And he said something that surgeons almost never say. He said, "I know you." The old man looked up, confused. "You won't remember me," the young man said. "A city bus, a rainy afternoon, a broken umbrella. I was the boy who laughed at you." He pulled a chair close and sat down beside him. "I grew up into a man who does not laugh at people. And a large part of the reason why started with you on that bus. So please, let me take care of you now." The boomerang came back. It took 20 years. They almost always do. And that night, I stood in the corner of that hospital room and watched the old man sleep, saved by a kindness he had thrown into the dark so long ago that he had forgotten he ever threw it. And finally, I understood the answer to his question on the stairs. What is the point of being good if nobody sees? Somebody sees. Somebody has seen every single one. Not a camera, not a crowd, not the world. A father. Now think about this with me. Every person you will ever meet in your life, the cashier, the boss who wronged you, the boy who laughed, the stranger, and yes, even your worst enemy. Every one of them is somebody's child. Every one of them is his child. So do one small thing for me. Just for a second, imagine someone hurting your child, laughing at them, using them, pushing them down into the mud. Really feel it. Hold that feeling for just 1 second. That is how he feels every single time, about every one of us. And maybe you are exactly where you are right now in this exact life for a reason you cannot see yet. Maybe tomorrow you will be the answer to a stranger's prayer and you'll never even know it. Maybe a stranger will be the answer to yours. We never get to see the whole picture ahead of time, and that is not a flaw in the design. That is the most beautiful part of the whole thing. So be honest, even when no one is checking. Be kind, even when it costs you something. Stay humble, even when you could stand up and take the credit. Do not do it because the world will pay you back, because some years it simply will not. Do it because nothing you ever throw into the dark is truly lost. It is only turning around. And do it because someone is watching. Not like a judge standing over you, waiting for the moment you fall, but like a father leaning close, hoping. I'll keep watching, but I was never the only one.